This is his home state. This is his home crowd.
Brace for impact on this volume increase for sure.
If you're wearing headphones, turn them down.
Sorry in advance. It's really interesting, actually. Anti, after clutching out and really benefiting from the mistakes of Wrath in top 12, immediately went back up to his room and started streaming.
Interesting.
Everyone has their own preparation style and whatever gets them mentally in the game. He went back and immediately started interacting with the fans and the people watching at home.
Everyone has in some way. Maybe Anti just needed to cool off a little bit. Wanted to be away from everyone for a while. Didn't want people talking to him. Didn't want to play friendlies with people down here. Maybe just wanted to chill out for a while.
Absolutely. Get your mind right. Now, from my understanding, these two players have never met. And I'm actually not too familiar with seeing Anti play against Corrin, but we're going to get it firsthand here. Going to get this quick button check on Omega Suzaka Castle.
The music on this stage is just so good.
Absolutely.
It really is.
There's certain stages that just have amazing tunes. Wylie's Castle is one of my personal favorite ones.
Gotta go with Warplane. Warplane, man. Because Xenoblade's amazing.
I actually never played it. It's one of those games that's I've always meant to, but it's like, man, I don't have 100+ hours right now.
The thing about Xenoblade is it's really expensive, and the voice acting's awful, but it really is. But from a JRPG standpoint, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, I've heard wonderful things about it, but it's one of those things of like, man, I have this game to play, and this game to play, and this game to game, and I guess you should be practicing Smash.
We don't practice Smash.
No, God, no, that's why we're commentating and not playing.
That's true. That's true. So we are going to see the ZSS. We are going to see the Corrin.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Now Ketsen has... There is a ZSS player here in Tennessee, Winks. We saw him in top 16. Granted, he's nowhere near the level of Anti, but he has seen the tricks of ZSS.
Absolutely. There's at least a passing familiarity, to say the least.
We already hear the crowd for Ketsen, the artist formerly known as Jester.
Quite a bit of deliberation going in between the two players. It's looking like FD will be the start. No, Battlefield actually. At least that's where the cursor hovers now. We will not know until we are selected and in. Jester opting for music, Anti opting for nothing. He is fully confident in his own ability.
Now, I don't recall Jester ever using music during a match. This may be such a big moment, he needs to calm himself down a lot, and again, such a big name player, he may need that inner peace, if you will.
Absolutely, and he's going to need all of that. Not only are you facing off against Immortal's own Anti, you are facing off against ZSS on her possibly best stage. Battlefield is such a dangerous thing to take it to. However, Corrin does have benefits from the stage as well. These side platforms allow for a lot of interesting movement options from the pin and the kick that follows.
We are off of a rough start, 27-21 in favor of Corrin.
There's the run through nair there, but he doesn't fall for it. There into fair. And now Anti with a lot of stage control right now, pushing Corrin closer and closer to that ledge. Falls through the pin there, interesting.
That down throw, nothing capitalizing on it though. Quick jab.
52-46. We see the double up air, gonna land and reset. No, only gets jab one there, but does come back through with the back air.
So much range on that nair for Corrin. It's like he can just throw it out and just say, "Get away from me! I need to set up."
That's twice now from center stage. Ketsen just getting that down throw, getting as much percent as possible right now in Anti. A possible misinput on that counter, however, no punish, given the fact that they're simply out of position directly above Anti, reading that inward DI. Anti's yet to be able to hit that 2-frame with that down smash, but I promise you the second he does, that is a guaranteed stock. Going out deep right now. Double rollback from Anti, getting the position and getting the grab. Falls down one there. Ketsen, in a rough situation right now, but he does avoid the up smash. Great mash out, but Anti closing that with that back air, only taking 68%.
Anti's really grown into the game here. He started with a really rough start with Ketsen getting their early lead, but he's really grown into this and has just reacted well to everything Ketsen's done.
Absolutely. I mean, and Corrin does have this massive space in front of her that she just commands respect in. However, Anti perfectly spacing outside of it with Zera's and Paralyzer shots. Using that fade down air. That slow return allowing him to get position that he wants. As he did kick through there. Missing the Paralyzer shot. And that's actually what gets him forced off stage. Ooh, and just the F smash in neutral off the whiffed jabs. Down tilt. And then it gets the up air, but Anti with that great DI, living at 127. And a kick away here, but Anti chasing Ketsen down. Down around ledge.
That's not going to do it. Another more great DI, missing the Paralyzer again.
Unbelievable. Anti on this huge stage taking every pixel of the blast zone to his advantage. Comes off the stage with fair there. About half the way gone on this second stock is Ketsen. However, yes, that is super unfortunate. Almost a magic percent there was Ketsen. And look for, you know, for everyone in the crowd and us as well. It looked like he was going to survive, but unfortunately, falling down to a 2-stock, game 1 against Anti.
Now, Ketsen did do some of the right things in that match. What he needs to do now is get in his own mind and realize, okay, what did I do? What did I do good? What did I do better? And just capitalize on that and go from there.
Sure, for sure. And I mean, that's really, you know, it's really unfortunate for, you know, Corrin in general. The top tiers that can outspeed her and punish those pin kicks away are really the ones that can, you know, make the most of that situation and really force her to think strategically about the use of it instead of, you know, being able to throw it at a little more willy-nilly like she can against slower characters. It's a really great way for her to reset neutral and just get out of panic situations.
Now, the cursor is on Duck Hunt. It looks like Jester's ready. They're going to go to Dreamland, though.
All right, the secondary triplat stage. Anti left hanging on the fist bump.
Hey, man, he's got to adjust his music.
Of course.
Got to get the music right.
You know.
Got to get in that zone.
I wonder if he's got specific music for specific stages. We'll maybe find out later. The run through to roll back. Great shield pressure from Anti right there. However, Ketsen with a quick 24 after that one conversion.
Now we're seeing in this game what we saw the last game. Ketsen took the early lead, but in the last game, Anti really picked it up and took care of everything.
Oh, it's the one up air and then immediately get the second grab, and he is going to get out of that.
Gets out of that.
I'd be very surprised to see that kill regardless. It's just one of those things where, like, at these percents, it's really not that much of a threat. Top platform, perhaps, but side platform, no. But F smash on ledge on get up. It's been a couple times now that Ketsen's been able to do that. Oh, and the low slide in there, somehow allowing Ketsen to avoid being grabbed.
Now Anti, in each part of that match, Anti's avoided a follow-up while he's in the air. So let's see. So Ketsen needs to get some kind of follow-up while Anti's vulnerable like that.
It's interesting to watch.
And there it is.
First stock, and the crowd goes wild. I was going to say, it's interesting to watch Anti now. That's been a few times that he has just stood up from ledge. Only been punished about half the time, but ooh, beautiful pivot grab. But he's got to be careful with that. You know, have to mix up how you return. And, you know, Samus just has so many options, you know, with flip kick back, roll in, I mean, the standard jump option. But, you know, he's opted for stand-up each time. Double up air. And now the back air, 52 already.
Now I said earlier, Ketsen wasn't capitalizing on times when Anti was vulnerable. He's done so now since then. So maybe he heard me, or maybe he's realizing that I need to do something while I have the opportunity.
And he's played safer in shield too. You know, we've seen a lot of situations where the Paralyzer will hit shield and Anti will immediately throw out that frame one jab.
That back air, he's gonna
live.
He's gonna live.
And then instead of just dropping shield after the Paralyzer and getting hit by the jab, Ketsen holding through into the other side of it and able to get the punish afterwards too. Very important difference between game 1 and game 2. Ketsen playing with his back to Anti for the most part, you know, using those huge hitboxes of Corrin's wings and then able to be reverse that pivot immediately. We see it again there with the back air. So close to a 2-0 right now.
Ketsen read the get up perfectly from there.
And
that should do it. Yes, it does.
How many times is Anti just going to stand up in neutral?
Well,
both of those sequences right there were because he stood up and Ketsen punished. The reads are in, folks. He has to change that.
Well, granted, when he started doing that, Anti started trying to go high. Ketsen knew what he was doing, so he just read it perfectly the last 2 times.
Oh, and Anti's cursor is moving. Where might he go? To Mario.
the original made for Anti. You can see the steam coming off from Anti there off that first game.
And Smashville is the counter pick. We're going to possibly see some dangerous down throw fair connections if Ketsen is not careful. Half flood charge there right away, getting that 5% with the fireball. Ooh, nice jump in with an air. You see the typical tilt strings from Wario here. Converts the up air into the nair, down throw again. Hoping for the DI in so we can get that F smash. Ketsen not giving him wisely, getting away 61-0 though. With a huge start already. It's the up B making it 83. On that, the fireball canceling out the hitbox that Ketsen was trying to throw out. He finally gets some damage on, putting 25 now.
Anti getting back to the stage, need to do so, especially against Corrin. Corrin can do so many stuff when you're vulnerable like that.
He's using the fireball over top of the back air. I really like that as an option. You know, it's hard to intercept Corrin's back air, if at all, for Mario. So, you know, making sure you can get past those wings is super important.
Ketsen has done nicely, adjusted the character, but the dab headbutt sends Ketsen skyward.
127-65, doubling up, back throw, not going to do it. Smashville platform, not assisting Anti this time around. You got to be careful with that Dragon Fang shot. He is ready to cape that. Going to kick away and reset, but unfortunately walked into the back of there, as you said. 153-73. Throwing out that cautionary forward smash, saying, this is my platform. You will not join me up here. Anti gets the up smash, but not the tipper box. Pin kick. All right, will Anti opt to stand from ledge this time? I know he's looking for it. He does again, but he does not get the timing correct. Back throw will be enough to close out stock one.
Anti knew exactly what to do when Ketsen whiffed on that attack, so he definitely had it scouted out and knew what to do to take that stock from there.
Luckily for Ketsen, Anti did miss that pivot grab there at 0. Would at least open him up for down throws.
Yeah, down throw up tilt is doing so much damage.
So much. Foot still there. And that's actually just great knowledge there from Anti. Normally at 0, Mario has to opt for up throw down air because the tilts aren't true, but because of the rage that he currently possesses, it makes it really easy. Oh. The stock is looking rough right now for Ketsen. Almost at a lapped position. Oh my god, that has to be frustrating. That's the 3rd or 4th time now that he's
back throw. That's going to do it.
Yeah, really unfortunate. That's the 3rd or 4th time in a row now that he's kind of opened up Ketsen there with that lead-in fireball into air. This just hasn't really been able to counteract it that much.
That game was definitely steam coming off the head of Anti. He made a mistake in that second game with ZSS. All right, he said, okay, ZSS has been a bit of a struggle for me today. We saw in the match with Wrath. But he came out with Mario, and Ketsen could not respond at all.
Absolutely. Just completely steamrolled him game 3.
Going to Town and City. This has always been a comfort pick for Ketsen.
Absolutely.
Loves the stage.
And not a bad counter pick, but he does have to be careful. You know, Mario clearly one of those characters that benefit the most from that small ceiling. Both players being very, very safe right now in neutral. Ketsen wisely trying to space Corrin's aerials as cleanly as possible. Using the down air to hopefully intercept the jump in from Anti. However, Anti does not get it to him and simply waits on ledge. It's the grab down throw. Yep, quick 13%. Not really much else Corrin can do there. Nothing confirmed out of the grabs.
Ketsen taking more of his time so far in this game. I think he tried to be a bit more aggressive last game. Now he's taking his time, letting Anti dictate the pace and reacting off of it.
Oh, wow. Gets up out of the jab lock somehow. Interesting. That fireball looked like he was going to catch that forward smash. And
no, he missed it.
Wow. Anti has to make sure that it's cleaned up if he's going to advance further. The buzz is not going to allow for any kind of mistakes like that. If he makes it that far, he still has to finish off Ketsen now.
Flood ready, but nothing going with the flood.
Beautiful shield after that roll there. Oh, we're looking a little light here. I think Ketsen was more hoping that Anti would actually pop shield there and allowing him an opportunity to break it. However, he just eats the F smash instead. The better of the two options for sure.
Anti expected the comeback there and had headbutt ready, but nothing going.
And that's going to be enough to do it. Like, I don't know. And Ketsen has his work cut out for him now.
Yeah, this is definitely a hard hill to climb for Ketsen.
The crowd is more than in it for him, but it's really just, you know, it might be too much to overcome. Oh, man. Oh, goes for the dash attack now. Interesting. That's 3 locks in a row that Anti has not capitalized in. Air dodge is through that up air.
Stage.
Let's see. Yes, go for it. Stand up on ledge again.
Oh, that was a sick cape.
Yeah, absolutely cheeky there. And now Ketsen finds himself lapped once again with that complete inwards DI. Anti not ready for it.
Then they're sending him skyward. All the miss
Yep.
and the punish with quivering palm. And the taunt from Anti.
Man, Anti making short work of those games with Mario. Will be facing off, as expected,
against DeBuzz.
Against DeBuzz in Winners Finals.
We'll see which one of our picks were right.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're going to go into losers bracket here. I believe our first matchup